It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll have our eyes on Darnell Mooney. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Bears and the Pats on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first-half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
On first down, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Fighting through, and he's got space. Fights through it. And out across midfield down to the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And some space here. Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Bears go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. Now Jones. And he completes it to Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Fields on first down.
There's the stiff arm. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
3 yards remain for second down. Fields now to throw.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields, a
a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now. It's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here's Fields. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Fields throwing again.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to work. Touchdown, Chicago!
David Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. And now out come the Patriots.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Oh, look at the numbers for Parker in last week's game. 4 catches and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's got room.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Throwing Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, it looked like it marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Jones.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive, taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England's offense set to go.
They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Over the middle, complete.
That's Parker. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hunt will try going up the middle.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Shoves him away. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
79 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season, and congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, where we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Jones now on 3rd down. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
We are in for a good one as we're through one. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. A carry here for Hunt. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 31, Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. The 30. The 20. 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Santos now to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And down he'll go at the 25. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And this is Parker, complete. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll run with Hunt. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Jones, and this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And it's taken in at the 9. A great return there of 22 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Coaches talk all the time about the value of special teams, and we have seen it in this game, Charles. Not one block kick, but now 2 in this contest.
And always, 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 we talk about adjustments during a game. Offense and defense, series to series. Rarely do we talk about special teams. Someone didn't adjust from block 1 to block 2, and it really cost them.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Now Fields.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Santos with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now, making his presence felt early in this one. First half already over the century.
Yards per completion, too. That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, he's got Myers.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Robert Quinn in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
David Montgomery,
62 yards.
And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. The last series form a little disappointing. Now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Eluding the pressure right.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days.
Hello.
Hello, Marie. I'm playing as head coach. Taking a 420 break real quick.
Hello.
Thanks for tuning in. How are you today?
Okay. Good.
It's a little chilly today.
Being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bears are pouring it on. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL.
Damn, I'd make a good coach.
Well and executes even better. And here, it only
One play, 7 seconds, one rush, 19 yards.
That's how they put them on notice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared.
Damn, did he get to him? That's a rookie that I was controlling. Look at that shit. Boom.
And continue to run your offense. He's the NFL sack leader.
I'm glad I put him as a starter.
That's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones being chased out left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears extend their lead yet again.
He went high and I went low. Ho, ho, ho.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the route is on here in this first half.
That's me.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big
No.
smiles on their faces.
Oh, thank God.
The people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that.
And my goodness, another interception.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
League's #1 defense. You hear that, Marty?
Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Bam!
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And
Getting coffee. Then I gotta use the restroom. Alright, I am back. 2:58 left in the second quarter.
here in this this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
99 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to
Good job.
I'm trying.
Get some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From just shy of midfield, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Now Jones.
And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On the return is Pettis.
Oh!
Races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return.
And the Bears have got it on cruise control.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's get after him.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before the break. Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to get this about the 44-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Caught here by Griffin. On the move past the 40. A solid stiff arm. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Cole Kmet with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
I'm gonna pack a bowl. Are you still there, sis?
Awesome.
Thank you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And now this offense goes back out onto the field.
Okay.
This offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
He's going to be dropped
Fuck!
following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now we're going to get a stoppage.
My main guy is injured.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
In 2021, for the first time in his NFL career, Kareem Hunt missed significant time due to injury. He ended up suiting up for only 8 games, putting up 560 total yards and 5 touchdowns. Getting back to full health, he can easily double both of those totals across a full season.
Fuck, he's got a bruised sternum again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to dump this off to his running back.
Fuck you.
And he'll get it out near the 40
Punk.
to the 39. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Patriots.
Come on, guys. Come on.
He'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return.
Holy red, I'm bleeding.
17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
23 yards the pickup there.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
On first down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Again, Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it.
Touchdown, Bears! Dante Pettis. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air.
And the Bears just continue to roll. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral.
I got more than that, buddy.
Now, because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Check your meds today, okay?
Okay.
Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach.
He's got a man, complete, touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown,
Oh, shit.
Santos to kick this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
And now out come the Patriots.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talked about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones.
Fuck! Pass interference. Well, no, not pass interference for roughing the passer.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd.
Gotta go to therapy soon.
Okay, please drive safe.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception.
Interception!
Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
Fuck! Whitehair's injured again for the 2nd time.
Now we're going to get a stoppage.
Not this game, but...
on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
To throw is Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Byron Pringle from 4 yards out.
And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bruised sternum. That's the 2nd one out with a bruised sternum. I love you too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New England's offense set to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hunt. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 39, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Fields on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dante Pettis. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are pouring it on. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get into place on offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know, for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. Another completion here to Hunt. And he will have a Patriots 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Jones on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. And this one is no good. He missed it, and they will remain well behind.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Throwing, Jones. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Onto the field now come the Bears.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Fields now to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Now Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dante Pettis. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
So the Patriots coming out now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Dominique Robinson
In there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, and this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the... And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Byron Pringle, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bears continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now, pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Patriots ready to get the football back. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Pats are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Full connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pettis now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Off play action. Fields. Flush to his right. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Even I can figure out he deserves a lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Bears extend their lead yet again. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Myers. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. On 2nd and 10. Jones. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Steps away and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline.
For the Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, CD, we are witnessing something that I never thought that I would witness. I would imagine you never thought this too. I mean, we have a team taking the field in an NFL game, and they are up by triple digits. I mean, 50 is a lot, but to get to over 100, this is just crazy.
We've seen in the history of the game of basketball a few people score 100 points individually, men and women. But we've never seen this before in NFL history. We've only seen 2 teams combine for 100 points in a game 5 times in league history. One of the greatest games ever played, well, by one of the teams anyway.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Dante Pettis. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have got it on cruise control.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Now Jones.
Quick completion to Henry.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And over the middle, this is Parker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Parker again. Complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Jones throw there complete to Myers.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Back to throw again.
That's complete into the hands of Myers.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he's going to go down again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And some room to maneuver.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw, Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Charles, are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Fields trying to throw for it.
Eluding the... And he's going to be taken down. It's It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on second down, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Chicago, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
Hey, good day, brother. How's it going? I'm doing alright, just playing Madden. Yep. Hell no. I just bought the SCL collection the other day for $10. It's originally $49 or 39. Okay. Damn, was that a good game, boys and gentlemen? I miss Macy. My cat is like pinning me to the couch. She won't stop going up and sitting on my lap and watching me play video games. She must like football. Who would have knew, eh? What's up, man? Oh, hell yeah. Never heard of that. Oh. Baby girl, Macy, kitty girl, Macy, 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 here you go. Damn it. There we go.